You probably tuned into the 2019 NBA draft to see which player your favorite team is gonna pick. If you don't have a favorite team and just wanted to see who gets taken with the first pick, you might as well just not tune in at all. Why? Because for at least since early 2019, it was widely known that whichever team gets the number 1 pick will use it on Zion Williamson. And that happened. New Orleans got the first pick and used it to draft Zion Williamson. First of all, before I start to get a bit negative in this video, let me say that I absolutely believe Zion will be a good player, and New Orleans as a starting point is actually perfect for him. Anthony Davis is gone, he has some good pieces around him, good front office, and most importantly, he won't have the same type of expectations as far as winning he would have in New York, for example. But I'm here today to tell you guys why do I think Zion Williamson could be a bust. Hey guys, hope you're doing awesome. Purple Prince here, and let's start. Number 1. Expectations. This is the one thing I absolutely hate. The expectations the media, coaches, GMs, owners, and others put on those young players sometimes are so ridiculous. Almost every year, we're about to meet the next LeBron, the next Kevin Garnett or Kobe Bryant. Just stop it. Zion so far has been labeled by various sources as the next Charles Barkley, Shawn Kemp, Larry Johnson, Blake Griffin, LeBron James, although that is probably more because of the hype. The point is, we already compare him to all-time greats. For what? Some people deal with the pressure better than others. LeBron James fulfilled his expectations. Players like Kobe and Michael would thrive under higher pressure. Can we really be sure that the same could happen to Zion? I'm not. And speaking of expectations, I think I read somewhere that he's closer to being Larry Johnson than anybody else. Well, Larry Johnson was really impressive in his first 2 seasons, averaging double-doubles, and then just stopped developing. He never averaged a double-double again and pretty much was just a complimentary star the rest of his career. So the question for you is, would we be happy if Zion has a career similar to Larry Johnson? It would be good, but considering the hype now, definitely underwhelming. Number 2. His weight. Probably the biggest red flag right now is his weight. He's listed at 285 pounds, and that's just too much weight to be carried by a rookie. Yeah, most of that is muscle, but that weight is gonna have its full effect on your knees, your joints, your ankles. Sure, right now from all you've seen in college, the weight seems like it's a non-issue for Zion. But wait till he plays a full 82-game season at that weight. Wait until he has to guard quicker players in the NBA. He has to slim down some to be more effective and healthy. Another concern though, even if he slims down for now, is he one of those players who has a natural propensity to put on weight? In that case, it could get really dangerous for his career longevity, and you'll have to monitor him real hard during the off seasons. Number 3. Adapting to the NBA. So the first concern here is, what position do you play Zion? The easy answer is just put a great player on the court and it will work out. But when you really think about it, where do you put him? At 6'7" and 285 pounds, he's most likely not quick enough for guards. For a small forward, he has to develop some perimeter game. For center, he's too short. I guess he could be best suited as power forward then, but then again, most power forwards these days can knock down those threes at a pretty good rate. I'm sure it will work out in the end, but for now, that's definitely something to think about. Also, in college, it is different. He drives to the rim and nobody could stop him. Well, NBA is a different beast. Go drive to the rim against Rudy Gobert. Go drive to the rim against Anthony Davis. It's not that easy. Zion is a positionless player, but the real question is he positionless because he does everything so good, or is not great yet at one thing? Also, those defenses, stop it. He's been a good defender, but he also takes some risk on defense to maybe mask some of his deficiencies on the defensive side. That won't work in the NBA. Andrew Wiggins was once called a great two-way player, and we see how that turned out. He's now one of the worst defenders, and Zion definitely has a better motor, but that motor could go into energy saving mode once in a while. And don't forget, he's not gonna be the most athletic player now like he was in college. There are a lot of great athletes in the NBA. Number 4. Lack of competitive basketball. 33 college games played last year. He played his last college game on March 31st. That's 4 months ago. He played 9 minutes in the NBA Summer League on July 5th before getting injured and being shut down for the rest of the Summer League. He won't play for Team USA in FIBA World Championships even though he was invited to the team. Coach K said Zion should have never played in the Summer League because he wasn't in shape, and I guess New Orleans management agrees. It's all fine, but the 2019 NBA season starts in October of 2019, and that would be close to 7 months without competitive basketball. If you thought Zion was out of shape after a 4-month break, how's he gonna look like in 7? And yeah, sure, they'll run scrimmages, they'll have practices and games in their facility, but it's not competitive basketball, so that's a concern. And number 5, shooting. One of the biggest concerns for pretty much every player coming out of college is shooting. Zion is no exception. He's not a good shooter. After about 10 college games last year, he was shooting just 15% from the 3. He was able to pick it up and finish the year shooting 33.8% from the 3, but remember that the 3-point line in the NBA is even further from the basket. That might shave off a few percentage points of his already not great 3-point percentage. And he's not a super willing 3-point shooter anyways. What's not good as well is that he's a poor free throw shooter. 64% is not terrible, but it's definitely something to work on, like everything else for that matter. I've been reading a lot of Zion comparisons, and one comparison said Ben Simmons without a passing ability. I like Ben Simmons, but man, that shooting is atrocious. Zion is already better, but he's not the passer that Ben Simmons is. And imagine if he never develops a shot and doesn't have the passing ability. That would be pretty awful. Hopefully though, Zion develops everything. He has a long career in front of him, so let's support the guy. Thanks for watching, guys. I might have sounded negative, but in my opinion these are legitimate concerns. What do you think? How do you see his career turning out? Which player from the past is the closest resemblance of Zion? Please leave a comment below and express your thought. Leave a like for the video and don't forget to share it on YouTube. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're getting close to 5,000 subs. For me, that's a big milestone. Thanks for the support. This is Purple Prince, and I'm out.
Will I be famous? Shit, pretend I didn't say it. Pretend that I don't dream of ever staying in the penthouse getting crossed. Wasted off some rock, faded off moon rock. Way up at the top, looking at my window, I can see the block. Super proud, I bend over and bow and give a facial. Let me stop it like a pause, shot it like a boss. Colder than the wrist, dice of Rick Ross. Hold up on beside you, flicked off. You a big dog, bitch, get lost. Fingers crossed that you think of pissing off me, cause I'll sit here all week. Write and deliver a triple layered 16-bar speech. Research your wiki.